In this video, we're going to talk about the present value of an annuity. So we want to determine what is the value, what is the worth, what would you be willing to pay for a cash flow stream that was of equal amount for a certain period of time. So let's assume you're thinking about retirement, right? And you want to receive in retirement, you would like to receive 5,000, let's make it monthly, right? So we'll make it monthly time. So you want to receive $5,000, $60,000 a year in retirement. $5,000 a month during retirement. And you're going to get payments every month, right? And let's say you expect to retire when you're 65 and you would like to get this money for 25 years until you're 90 years old. Let's assume that the interest that you could earn is roughly 8%. So how much would you have to invest at age 65 to receive $5,000 a month for 25 years at 8%? So you would need to have roughly $647,000 invested at the end of the first year. So you would invest this at the beginning here of $647,822. That's what you would need to invest. So if you put in 647, let's see if that works. So present value, we're going to invest negative 647, 822, 8%, 25 years, 12%. Solve for this, and there you see you would actually be able to receive $5,000 a month. So that works for us. We also can ask questions about time, right? Maybe we're worried a little bit about inflation. So the question is, we have the growth of an annuity here. What if we said, well, what if I want my payment that I receive, I want that to grow by the inflation rate. If we assume inflation would be 3%, excuse me, that didn't work. So we assumed we wanted our inflation to grow by 3%, we would need roughly, $854,000. So this would give me $5,000 the first year, and then first month, and then every year it would grow by 3%. So again, we can use the same kinds of questions as we asked before, right? We can ask about interest rates, we can ask about payments. All we have to do is plug in the numbers we have and then delete the cell that may have numbers in that we want to solve for. One other type of annuity that's important to kind of discuss a little bit about, and that is something referred to as a perpetuity. As a definition, a perpetuity is an annuity that will last to infinity. So let's assume I have a 10% interest. I don't need to know the years in this, but I would like to receive $100,000 a year. How much would I have to invest in order to get $100,000 a year forever, assuming an annual interest rate of 10%? And that answer down here, it'd be nice if we had it in dollars and commas, right? You would need to invest $1 million. And if you invested $1 million, you would be able to then receive $100,000 a year. What's 10% of $1 million? It's $100,000. So this is essentially an interest-only payment, and that's why it will last forever. And of course, we do have a sell here. If I want this to keep up with inflation of 3%, you see that the actual present value, the actual investment I'd have to make is 1.4 million. That would give me $100,000 the first year. The next year, 100,000 plus 3%. And then growth from there on. So that's the basics of present value of annuity cash flows.